Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? This is a pop-up. It's Friday. It's actually not too long from now that I do Psychic News Network. As you can hear, the motorcycles are out, so spring is in the air. I don't know what to do about that. When it gets warmer, it's going to be a lot of that. So I need a noise machine or something. But anyway, I thought I'd look at a few things and show up as a reminder that the PNN is tonight, Psychic News Network. And let me move my microphone over so you can hear me better. So I thought we'd look at a couple things. One, I just got a hit that, a psychic hit, like nobody hit me, a psychic hit. That Cory Booker in his most recent past lifetime was one of the people that suffered at the hands of maybe slave owners or something. I just got this really strong hit that Cory Booker in his former lifetime was treated with great injustice for being a black man. So I feel like he was a man in that lifetime. Anyway, it was interesting because it felt really strongly aligned with his purpose, what he decided to do in this lifetime. So actually, since I'm talking about it, let's just go there first. And I have read on, right after he did his marathon where he broke the record for, that racist Strom Thurmond had set for the longest filibuster. I did read on how that would affect, how that might move the needle in America, how it might affect what's going on in this country. And it was after that that the whole tariff fiasco came down. It's been quite a week since that solar eclipse last Saturday. It seems like it was a long time ago, but it was just last Saturday. But wow, what a week. I keep saying, hang on to your hat. So I'm going to pull three cards about moving forward, how effective he'll be, Cory Booker, in turning this fascist train around that we're finding ourselves, having to deal with. I hope you're having a good Friday. I look forward to seeing you again in a little while. If you're watching this on Friday. Today is April 4th. It's 4/4. And the moon, it looks like, is in the sign of Cancer. Yeah. Lots of emotions. I have seen this card, the Princess of Wands, just recently as Kamala Harris. So Cory Booker has the backing of Kamala Harris. Lots and lots of really admiring and praise from Kamala Harris to Cory Booker. Now the Eight of Jars, I did get this the other night when I was reading on the aftermath of Cory Booker's setting that record and speaking to the people about what's going on in this country that's supposed to be a democracy. The Eight of Jars is all the sadness, all that we've lost from the past. So that will continue. Looking at how much we've lost in our democracy, that discussion will continue. He will continue that discussion. And then I have the Prince of Swords, and this represents all the people, especially the younger generation, that are going to be jumping on the Cory Booker bandwagon. So he's just managed to, I'm psychically picking up, get a whole lot of, especially, a whole lot of people, but particularly the younger generation that will be passing this country on, what will we be passing on to them? They're jumping on board. I mean, when you were in your 20s, in high school, you were thinking about the world that was going to be left to you. And we had it pretty good, right? Excuse me while I have some fake beer. I just walked up the street to the post office. It's quite warm. It's lovely. So there's that. Yeah. I mean, this is about... And Cory's going to continue to bring up all the pain and all the wounds that are being inflicted upon the American people during this time. Okay, so... And I just happen to have my phone in front of me here, and I'm seeing WTH, stealing the court. Massive GOP scheme to steal Supreme Court seat. Well, I think we're going to nip that in the bud. That was a spontaneous reading right there. It's always something that's really hard to keep up. See if you can get people that are not paying attention to pay attention, because everyone needs to be on board with saving our democracy. It's very, very, very frightening. I'm going to read, so I'm going to read on the state of our democracy next. This is not going to be a long video. We'll do that later. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have a brouhaha. That's what I'm going to start calling it. The Psychic Brouhaha, Psychic News Network. So I'm reading on how we're going to do in the next few weeks in general, how our democracy is going to do, how we're going to hold up. 2 of Jars, we're keeping our balance. I consistently get that. 9 of Pentacles, there's going to be a lot of evidence coming out about what this criminal administration has done. The 10 of Swords. The GOP, the more they get scared, the more they're going to double down. And that headline that I just saw, in case you're wondering what it is, I haven't watched it. It just was a few minutes ago. Midas touch. What the hell is stealing the courts? So I may read on that in a little while. But as far as our democracy goes, yeah, we have a time of grieving and mourning. In terms of, like, they have decided, the orange buffoon, the Putin's puppet, has decided to destroy America, and so that in itself, just that idea, is very, very painful. We're going to see a lot of bickering, a lot of vitriolic stuff, but you know what? It's not like more than was already there. It's just that they're trying to push really hard in our faces all their restrictions and, you know, anti-democracy sentiments. I don't feel like this is much worse than where we've been anyway, so don't freak out about it. The 2 of Cups indicates that we're keeping our balance through it all, and I do see really strong messages from people in the know that are revealing, and I've mentioned NATO and the EU and the ICC, just like information that comes our way that's being handed to us, and then seeing what we're going to do about it. And don't anyone start telling me, well, you know, then they're going to just cheat, because that's, we got to really stay in a place of the right thing can happen. The right thing can happen. This administration can be ousted. It can be. They're illegitimate to begin with. So it's upsetting to me how little of that conversation that I hear. We really need to be saying that. This is unsustainable. We will all die if we don't boot this administration out. That's what happened during COVID. 3 cards about the orange buffoon. And then I'll see you at 7. If you're watching this any other time, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7. We live stream. The orange buffoon. 6 of Pentacles. Yep, he's still fraternizing with our enemies. He's fraternizing with our enemies. The Queen of Cups is justice, is Kamala. Do not think Kamala Harris has been sitting around twiddling her thumbs. Nothing could be further from the truth. I feel there's something brewing, and I feel we're going to hear about it within the next 2 to 3 weeks. There's something brewing behind the scenes in terms of here's what they did, and here's what we're going to do about it. And don't think that the actual, like, she's a prosecutor. I know she's not in that role right now, but she can talk to other prosecutors and she can talk to other judges. So this thing that we're in, speaking of, you know, Cory Booker doing a marathon on the Senate floor, we are in a marathon. We're in a very long process of transition and change. And we have to kind of, speaking of COVID, we have to kind of get out of that mode like people were in as soon as COVID hit. I remember walking down the street, bumping into restaurant owners that I knew, saying, "Oh, please tell me it's going to end soon." And I'm like, and it had just started. So we have to have tenacity. We have to have endurance, because this is an endurance test, and whoever endures longer, like Cory showed us, and it was very appropriate, wins, and love wins, because love endures. All right, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you really soon. To book a reading, psychicannetdion.com. Part of the reason that I'm doing more videos is because I need to monetize my videos, because I need to earn money for my work. So, and it helps me and it helps you when you book a reading. So thank you. Please hit the thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already, and join us. Okay, namaste.